Hi, this is Kathleen from My Happy Place, and today I'm going to show you how to make this cute coffee card. I wanted to get the look of corrugated, or actually I wanted to get the look of a coffee wrap, and I thought corrugated cardboard would give me that look. So I want to show you how to make this card. What you're going to do is take a piece of cardboard. Pretty much any cardboard box is made out of corrugated cardboard. I have plenty of Stampin' Up! Boxes lying around. You may too, or other boxes you have on hand. What you want to do is peel away the top layer. You just kind of pry it up and peel it away. Tear off that layer and just keep working at it till you get the look that you want. I already have a piece prepared here and cut to size for my card, so we'll work with that. Okay, so then I want to take a piece of our early espresso wide striped ribbon. Love this stuff. And I cut a piece just wide enough to wrap around my corrugated piece. So I'm going to take a piece of linen thread and cinch one side of it. You can tie a knot or tie a bow in it. Okay, and then you want to just tuck it behind your corrugated cardboard. I have it offset to the left here. And you want to take a piece of double stick tape. I've got some sticky strip. Because the corrugated cardboard is going to be a little bit harder to stick on your card with snail like I would normally use. So I'm going to use this sticky strip. And then I can also lay it right over my ribbon. Do that on each side. And I already have one in the middle here. So you're just going to smooth that down. Peel off that red liner. And then before I attach it to my card, I want to get my greeting that I can tuck on the top of here. And this set comes with a morning without coffee is like sleep. Caffeine isn't a drug, it's a vitamin. Perk up and terrific. But I've already made my card, my first one, and I used the Perk Up sentiment, but for this one I wanted to make it a little bit more all occasion. So I'm taking a greeting from the Teeny Tiny Wishes, the Just For You. That way I can use it for a birthday card or some other occasion. So I'm going to stamp that in some early espresso ink. I'm also using watercolor paper. I'm using watercolor paper for the greeting because I'm also using it for my main image, and I just wanted those to match. Okay, so I'm going to take my curly label punch, tip it upside down, and I just need the top part of it, so I don't need to punch the whole punch out. So I have that. And then I'm just going to grab some snail and attach that to the top part of my piece here. And then I'll put a little bit more. I'm going to take my sticky strip for the bottom of it because it's going to be a little bit hard to run my snail over that. Alright, now I can attach this to the pink cardstock here. It's called Blushing Bride. It's one of the in colors that Stampin' Up! Introduced in July 2010. Okay, so I have that. Next I want to stamp my image, a stack of coffee cups or teacups, and I'm using watercolor paper, and I want to use my jet black StazOn. And the reason why is it's just, it prevents bleeding, and the watercolor paper is really the best premium cardstock you can use for any kind of coloring, whether it be with markers, or I'm using the aqua painter in my ink pad, watercolor pencils, just about anything. I like the watercolor papers. Just Stampin' Up's is just the highest quality and the best stuff for coloring. So I'm just going to quickly color in my image. I'm not a perfectionist. I just kind of quickly, watercoloring isn't about perfection. It's about kind of the watercolor look, and that is sometimes outside of the lines. If you're a little bit more of a perfectionist, you could use a blender pen with the ink pads as well. And you have a little bit more control that way because the blender pen is more like a marker. I'm not a perfectionist. I really prefer the aqua painter, but I use the blender pen on occasion as well when I have an image that needs a little bit more exact coloring. So I'm just going to take, this is the early espresso, so the saucers are going to be colored in with this. So just a little dash of color there. When you're done, then you just run your aqua painter on your scratch pad, and then you can go into another color. Okay, now I'm going to take the 1 3/4 inch circle punch, tip it upside down so I can center it, and punch out my image. Now it's going to be a little bit harder to punch through the watercolor paper because it is so thick, but that it will work. And then I'm also going to take Stampin' Up's new 2 3/8 inch circle scallop punch and take some early espresso cardstock and punch out a scallop. Then I'll just take my snail and attach that. Okay, so now I'm going to put the card together. When I attach this piece, because the corrugated cardboard adds so much bulk, I'll show you how I fix that problem. I'm going to take a Stampin' Dimensional and I'm going to put one here, one at the bottom. I'm going to form kind of a triangle, and at the top I'm going to have one up here. But because the corrugated cardboard is thicker, I'm going to take 2 dimensionals and stack them on top of each other to make up for that extra bulk, so that when I put this on here, it should lie better then. So that helps with that extra bulk. So this gets attached to my base, and the only other thing left is to take a little bit of the pink taffeta ribbon, and I simply took it and tied a bow. And this is really the easiest ribbon to tie a bow because you can really manipulate it and tweak it and just work with it so you get the look that you want. So I even leave it on the roll because you never know how much you're going to need, and I don't like to waste. So you just kind of work with it, and that looks good to me. So I'm going to take our craft scissors, and I use this only for ribbon. All of my ladies are trained to use it only for ribbon so it stays nice and sharp, and it gives me a nice cut every time when I use it for my ribbon. And then I'm just going to simply take a glue dot on the back of this and attach it down like so. So again, here's my finished card. I just took one of our neutrals button and threaded it through with some linen thread. Love the collection. There's just chock full of different size buttons and colors. This is the neutrals. It comes in the Brights collections, the Subtle collections, and the Regals collections as well. So that just adds a nice little touch on the card. There's a couple other cards I've made with this set. This one uses the Peach Parfait, which is another of the in colors for this year, which I'm just loving. We brought back the Baja Breeze. Love that color. This is using watercolor paper again, so I'm really liking the look that gives. And then this is another card made with it with the coffee pot and some bright colors. Poppy Parade. This is the Poppy Parade in color ribbon. This stuff ties really nicely as well. And then we've got the Daffodil Delight, which is a new core color, and the Pacific Point, which was brought back to the Brights collection this year. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll hope to be back with another video soon.